There was like this magazine online, and we were supposed to do an article on like somebody that they had a like did something really good for the community. So I like looked it up on the Loveland magazine and I found her. She won like all these sorts of awards and like stuff, and like these. She started the company, Stems for Youth. I found out that she went to the Loveland schools.
And more or less, let me ask you a question. So, what's going on in college now? What's going on with your career?
Oh, so I'm very excited. I have continued entrepreneurship in college. I'm in 2 of the entrepreneurship teams at Princeton. One is startup classes, which is a lot like what we do in STEMs for Youth. So we get Princeton students together and teach them necessary skills to start a startup that they may have an idea about. So for example, I'm running one on design thinking, which is all about having this question of, okay, what's the best way to design a shopping cart? And going through this process and revision to then find the best solution to this problem. And then I'm also on another team called the Intercollegiate Entrepreneurship Network. And what we're doing is we're combining our entrepreneurship club with other entrepreneurship clubs at other campuses to make a larger organization to be able to share connections, ideas, advice, that kind of stuff.
So Jackson was telling me, after we did the articles, he was telling me that, you know, I talked to, you know, the girl in the article, and I was half listening, half doing 100 other things, and I'm like, you did? You did? Oh, that's great. What? You did? And then a little bit later, I'm like, did you really talk to her? And he's like, yeah, I really did, and I think I'm going to try to meet her. And then everything came up with the meeting and everything like that, and I was like, wow, this really is coming full circle, and, you know, it's really happening, so I'm glad. That's why I like when the kids do the articles to pick somebody local, because they can really see, you know, how it affects the community and the people around them. So after that, we did where the students, the assignment was they had to do their own random acts of kindness and then write about that. So find somebody to be a good citizen first, and then see how they can apply and do some of the same things to be good citizens in their acts of kindness. So.
Like, I did it at home, so there wasn't much I could do, but I packed my brother's lunch.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's really nice to have somebody else be able to do that.
They could do
than your parents.
Anything they wanted. It could be little things like helping their parents, packing a lunch. Some students put random notes on cars and helped neighbors and things like that. So it could be just the littlest thing that makes a difference in somebody's life, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's the small things that count, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I bet that made your whole family's day. Because your brother probably got really excited because you made his lunch. And your parents probably got really excited because you were nice enough to make it so that they didn't need to. And one of the things we talked about on the phone was that you wanted to come to one of our camps, right? Mm-hmm. That it sounded so cool, building the robots and programming stuff. So,
On over here.
we actually have this cool certificate for you to attend one of our summer camps. Or one of our after-school classes. So you can come and see all of this stuff, all of the actuality of what you've been talking about and writing about.
Jackson, what an honor. That's an honor and a privilege.
He's also looking at the 3D printed snowflake.
Because that's awesome
one of
too.
the new libraries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's one of the classes that we're running right now is 3D printing. And the kids in the class get to design whatever model they want, and then we 3D print it out.
It's cool.
Really cool, right?
I know.
And so you can come to one of either our summer camps or our after-school classes.
Nice to have you. It's not often that a connection's made like that, and so it's so nice that he was excited, and it brought the excitement to our classroom and just the impact that you've made. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Now we're cooking with gas. Here we are.